If I could
Mhm.
comment here, because I did talk with Bruce in the last, well, since Jessica and I moved from Minneapolis down to Texas, almost 20 years. There were a few women that I know that he dated and met on dating services, and Bruce may have been a celibate for 30 plus years, but he wasn't an involuntary celibate, because there were a few women that, according to him, did have designs on him. But Bruce, just as with the sort of guilt that he had about the nylon fetish thing, there was one woman I remember about 5 to 10 years ago, and I don't remember her name, but Bruce went out with her for I think 2 or 3 months, and I remember one time talking to him, and he said, "Dan, I just can't see myself with her." And I was like, "Why, Bruce?" And he said, "Well, she's big," meaning she was heavy, and he was like, you know, I like to put my arms around a woman, and he'd go. And I said, Bruce, and he felt guilty about this, and I said, Bruce, you don't owe that your love to someone just because she might be a nice person. You know, every one of us has been rejected by someone because of something seemingly shallow. Looks. You've got four eyes. You're too fat. You're too this, too that. Dark enough skin or whatnot. And I said, if you don't feel something, don't stay with this woman, dating her, giving her false hope when you don't feel something for it. And he like, yeah, I know you're right, but and he had that kind of thing to shrug it off. And there were a couple of other women, I think, here and there that he also probably could have pursued something with. Again, as Joel said, they were his age or maybe a little bit older, so it wasn't going to be having a family or the nuclear family thing. But Bruce could, he could have gotten. He could have ended his celibacy, but he had his own standards that still gnawed at him, I guess.